of the most horrible, fucked up things I've ever did. This right here is probably at the top, the most embarrassing and worst for my children. Okay, I was hesitant about telling this story, but bitch, anything for the views. At this point in time, I lived with my boyfriend, the one Chris I did all the psychotic shit to, because I pretended to marry twice, all right, and I've lived with 2 men in my whole entire life. I was living over there, my kids would go back and forth between there and my mama's house. I was about 4 Xanaxes in, and I've been up for about 4 days, okay? I was so high, I was in the front yard, dyeing my hair pink, not even in the bathroom. That's how high I was. I was having a thing at the school, and the parents could come and participate. So we was gonna see Granny, because, you know, she has to pick up on my slack, because I'm a motherfucking fuck up drug addict, but everyone decided that I needed to go, even though I was high as fuck. So I went on down to the school thing, all right? First, it was going real good. We was in A, and I was overly participating, okay? So then I went to both classrooms. So then they was having like this thing in the auditorium, and we wasn't gonna go. So me and my boyfriend was walking around the school. Okay, I need you to understand that before we came, I had lost my phone, bitch, and I couldn't find that shit nowhere. So I was just like, if I was to see a phone sitting somewhere, bitch, I would steal it. So we're walking by this motherfucking classroom, and there's an iPhone sitting in the table, and my boyfriend's like, there go a phone. So I went and looked, and I'm like, oh shit. And he like, you a pussy if you don't steal it. And let me tell you something, I cannot stand being a pussy. That's how motherfuckers get me to do shit. They be like, you scared, you pussy. Anyways, I know it's not his fault, but I stole that motherfucking phone right out that classroom. Then I went to the library, and I stole 2 laptops. All right, so then I went and hugged and kissed and told my kids goodbye. All right, they had a thing, they had to go to school, went out yet. So I got into the car. I need y'all to understand, even though I was dumb and did dumb ass shit, I was smart enough to be able to steal an iPhone that is locked, go home and put it on the computer and take all the information off of it and make that shit my phone and it not be trackable. But you got to be able to turn that bitch on for 15 minutes without them tracking it. Okay, so I'm also smart enough to know when the phone is being tracked. So I turned the motherfucker on up the street from my house, and I could tell they was tracking it. So bitch, I turned that motherfucker right back off, all right? But they tracked it to near my house. They also went back and watched the cameras at the school. Teacher was really looking for a phone, I guess, because it was a brand new iPhone and it was really expensive, and she wanted that bitch back. Oh, they sent the motherfucking police to my house, but I wasn't there, so they sent them to my mama's house. Now look what they told my mama. They said they know that I had the phone, all right, but they didn't want to cause no problems for my children. So all I had to do was bring the phone back to the school or to the police station, and nothing would happen. They wouldn't press no charges. They was giving their word. Oh, you think that's what I do? But nah. So what do? I go and get a hammer and beat the fuck out of that motherfucking phone into a million pieces and throw that bitch in the woods. And the whole time I'm like, what phone? I don't have no motherfucking phone. I don't know what you're talking about. Lying to my kids and all. They're like, we know you have to have the phone. No, the fuck I don't. So anyways, they put a warrant on my ass. So I'm just living my best life. Anyways, I done went to 2 school functions pretending like none of this shit ever happened. And then one day my motherfucking ass go to jail. I get the PR bond out. Oh, it's my court day. And my friend AB done put this crackheaded bitch off on me, who he done been chilling with all day. All right, so I had this bitch with me. I didn't have nothing to do with her. Okay, I know I was a drug addict, but I never looked the part. This bitch looked the part. She didn't have no fucking shoes on. Told her to sit in the car. All right, the whole motherfucking school is there. The fucking principal, like 5 teachers. They said people stand up. Everybody fucking stood up, bitch. Okay, so then this girl come in and she sit down beside me. This bitch don't even have no shoes on. You know how fucking embarrassing and dumb that look. So I told them motherfuckers I wanted a lawyer. So I took that bitch. I put her out in Craigtown. All right, I went home and I minded my business. I got real strung out, lost my lawyers, ended up getting picked up by the police later, never showed up to the court, and had to do 90 days. I paid $7,000. Bitch, I did my 90 days. Okay, and I had to sign a trespassing warrant for the motherfucking school, but I refused to sign the motherfucker. All right, a couple years later, I'm not on trespassing no more. I don't guess, because I be going to all the school functions, because I'm a great person now. Have a good day.